Gas station log. Hey everybody. Today I want to talk a little bit more about the 5 points of Calvinism. It's not going to take up the whole thing. I just have a few more things that I want to say about it. In the attempt to finish up my deconstruction of the last couple points. The idea of irresistible grace is that grace is irresistible. If God does good in your life, you are bound by His Spirit to never turn away. The only problem I have with that, you get saved, and you're like, yay, Jesus, and you walk with Jesus for a while. And say you decide to stray off the course. I'm not even going to use the term backslidden because I think it's stupid. I don't even think it's an accurate way of describing what's happening. You're not backsliding. You're not backslidden. You're still moving forward, just off course. And it's God's job to get you back on course. Where He's going. Now, the question of whether or not God pursues you to get you back on course is not in question. It happens all the time. I know it's definitely happened in my life. The question that this doctrine puts into question is if you die while you are out there learning things for yourself. That's the best way I like to put it, because that's what it was for me. When I was in high school, I basically stepped away from the faith, and because I found a group of friends that accepted me more than anyone had ever accepted me before. They were my friends, and so I hung out with them, and I, did the things that they did, and it kind of sent me down this course that was, leading to bad things. In hindsight, looking back, and even in the early 2000s, I explored my own path because I needed to discover what truth was. And I honestly believe that this was a God-sanctioned detour. If there's anything I can say about the perseverance of the saints, irresistible grace, and about God keeping you in His hand and no one can take you out of it, it's that God was secure that I was His, and He let me go down this path so that I could learn from life experience of what works and what doesn't work. So the question comes up because I imagine a lot of people experience this. A lot of people go through phases of life, seasons of life, where they go off and explore something that may or may not lead to destruction. They were a Christian. Eventually, they will become a Christian again, and they will walk with God. And the question is, does God sanction this detour? I tend to believe that He can and does sometimes, because it would not be said that God's people are an untried people. God wants to teach us wisdom. Sometimes the best way to learn wisdom is through trial and error, and even failure, even looking back on, well, I didn't do that quite right. And I believe that God can sanction and use this to teach us wisdom, because I wouldn't be as knowledgeable about things as I am today if I had not gone through those periods of time. I would also not be as convicted about certain things as I would have been had I not gone through those periods of time. That's what I have to say about that. Alright. Yay, buddies! Gas station log! Yay, buddies! It's 3:46. And a party pony brought me some lunch from McDonald's. So I've got chicken nuggets here. Yay, party ponies! You're my buddies! So, yay, buddies! Okay. What if I said that Jesus brought me my lunch on a party pony? He descended from heaven riding a party pony. No, because Jesus wouldn't bring me chicken nuggets. Not from McDonald's. But it's okay. Yay, buddies!